Yo, what is cracking? We are back, y'all. What up, y'all? Capital G, capital O, capital D. Thank you for waking me up, blessing me with another day of life. Had an awesome day with mom, dad, wife, brother, and his wife. And guys, I'm back again. Big up to lovely wife and kids, man. Love you guys. Thanks for supporting, doing what you do. My G Spawning Salmon is in the house. What to do, my G? Along with my lovely, lovely wife. My lovely queen is in the house, man. We got another banger for you guys on this Friday, man. We are doing our first ever X-Plane 12 DCS crossover. Yep, that's what we're doing. We going live, baby. So here's the plan, y'all. We're gonna fly this route out of Reno on VATSIM, Southwest. Of course, you know we're Southwest Airlines 318. You know how we do it. Then we're gonna go ahead and head over to Las Vegas, where we switch hats from a commercial pilot and become a military pilot. We're gonna land at Henry Reed Airport, which used to be McCarran. Still getting used to that. Then we're going to take a shuttle bus to North Las Vegas to Nellis Air Force Base, and then we're going to do some C130 training. Here in the sim, it's 8 in the morning because we got to have plenty of daylight to get over there and do that joint. And once we get over there, another awesome captain that you guys know, 104th Money, will be piloting a second C130 as we run and do some training with that, and we'll explain more of that en route. But without further ado, let's get this route crack-a-lacking and just to let you know, go check out Captain Geo, my homie. I just checked in his channel. He is streaming too, so show my man some love and let us get this thing in like we got no sense, man. All right, so you know what we're gonna do first and foremost. Let's go ahead and jump on board here of this lovely aircraft before we start the music, or stop the music that is. And let's get our ground services cracking here. Let's get our GPU connected. Come up top right here and turn this bad boy on here, and let's connect the ground power and arm the emergency lights, y'all. You know how we do it. Let's get our ignitions into both there. Get the nav light on with the logo light in case anybody's on VATSIM flying in the evening time. And let's get our IRSs aligning, because that's how we do it, man. We'll come down here, guys, get our initial link in here, and let's go to get our position crack-a-lacked here. All right, Reno, bam. Next page here, we'll get the GPS from the left side and try that thing, man. Copy of sources in the house, man. What's up with you, my G? Good to see you. All right, let's go back to the home here. Fuel and balance, payload, and fuel, according to our flight plan here, man, is going to be requested to be 13768. Okay, 13768 can be 13770. Add that bad boy in there, 13770, and let's do our standard loadout so we can get to Vegas and get this training going, man. I've been meaning to stream like almost every day, but I got extremely busy, man. It happens that way sometimes, man. Had to, you know, do some suit and tie stuff lately, man. So I am excited to be back flying with you wonderful folks here on the channel. Hope everybody's been well. And by no means am I expecting this to be a normal thing where I'm not streaming for 6-7 days in between. That just ain't happening, son. Anyway, man, Shadow Dark is in the house. What is up with you, Shadow, man? TGIF to everybody. And let's go ahead and get our Pack X set up here so that we can turn the musica off and do what we do best, man. Alright, we're going to start a flight. Should catch it. LAS, Reno is departing field, arriving 33. Looks good. Aircraft, the 737-800. Not 800, but 800. We are Wi-Fi equipped in-flight entertainment. Next, we are going to play some of the boarding music. We'll go with Rusty Dusty, number 2. Open, and let's shut the music down now, y'all, and do what we do. Bye, out. Music shut down. Go ahead and start our packs here. And there we go. We are in Reno, which is in Oakland Center's airspace. So guys, we're just gonna do whatever we want to do today. All right, y'all, that's going on. Let's get the AviTab cracking, guys, and we'll talk about the route on this commercial flight. Let's get our chart here. Make sure that's cracking off nice. Yeah, man, it's been extremely busy. Trying to get some more work things cracked off here. Been kicking it with the family, man, enjoying swimming, doing all types of stuff. So it's just been extremely busy, but that's a good thing a lot of the times in life, man. So hope you guys have been positively busy as well, or positively chilling as well. We're going to be departing on the Zephyr 6 or Zephyr 8, and we're going to be transitioning to Pesky. Should be out to the south here. Okay, there's Pesky there. That will be our transition, so we're looking good there. Top altitude for this departure would be at the air traffic controller's discretion. Okay, it's 19,000, but we are flying, of course, with no ATC here, and probably won't get any at all until we get closer to Vegas, because LA Center looks like they're on. There's Harry Reid. Let's also get this airport information in here, so we can get down there, man, and get our training in the C130 going, and I'll be excited to fly with money. We are expecting runway 26 left, and we are expecting to depart on runway 17 right, so we'll make sure that the ATIS is compliant with that mindset. We're going to be arriving there into the Las Vegas on that Cocktail 3. Just better make sure I'm not the one sipping on them cocktails, you know what I'm saying, fam? Alright, Cocktail 3. We're doing a 2-6 left transition. Everything looks pretty copacetic here. 210 coming on that cocktail. Last fix is going to be bourbon, then on track. So we're going to look for a bourbon transition for runway 26 left, and then we'll make the change. That's a pretty standard approach into Las Vegas. And I'll show you right where bourbon is at. Pretty familiar with this arrival. Flew in here not that long ago. So bourbon on the initial approach fix. It should give us the initial approach fix on this, which is right here on this little inset. So we'll come in, it's just not shown here. Okay, and it'll be on this downwind situation here. So we go bourbon, Bishop, Haga, Kodsi, Huxar, which is here. So we're not flying the Reno initial approach fix, and that's why it kind of does that. So that looks good to me, man. Let me check you guys out and see what y'all talking about. Been super busy lately packing and stuff. Yeah, man, where you packing to go to? Coffee? You doing a vacation I don't know about? Has it been authorized? Alright, so fuel 6 and 6 is 12. And let's just reconfirm. We needed 13, 6 and 6. Okay, that looks good right there. Nothing in the center tank. That's what's up. Let's go ahead and get right into the route so we can get this av gas burning in the direction we need it to go.
Overhead bin and it is full. Make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers.
Before we do our departure, we still want to do our due diligence and 100% check for our METAR.
Provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome
check
aboard.
My phone here. It's getting ding, ding, ding. See what's crack-a-lacking with this thing. Crack-a-lacking with this thing. Figure something else here really quick before we keep it rolling. Alright, got that cracked in there now. Let's go ahead and do our departure here. The winds, altimeter 3007, winds are 040 at 5 knots. So we can still depart south because the winds, you know, 040 is nothing. I'll still take that southern runway. That wind is really not a factor. 3007, temperature is 32 degrees Celsius, dew point 02, and it is a clear ride out. So let's come here. And let's pick 17. I believe it's going to be left up out of this joint. 17 right. Shows me for thinking. 17 right. Zephyr 8. Pesky. Let's go route. Let's go activate. Execute that. Bumbleclot. Then from Pesky, we get right into Tequila, which is the transition onto the Cocktail 3. Winds in Las Vegas are 110 at 3 knots, so that still makes it copacetic for a 2-6 left approach. Those winds are no factor as well. Altimeter there is 29 or 85. Clouds are clear, 37 degrees Celsius. Dew point is the same at 2 degrees Celsius, so we're cool there. So let's get right into a departure and arrival again and get going here with the, oh, here it goes, that cocktail tequila transition. And we're doing ILS 26 left, and there's that bourbon that we already talked about. It usually helps whenever you kind of know the route, you know what I mean? There goes tequila from Pesky, bada bing, bada boom. No worries there. Let's go ahead and go to our initial ref.
We're on your time now.
We sure are. Doing flight level 330, cost index is 75.
for service to Las Vegas.
And
flight time will be
our
roughly
reserve
56 minutes. Now that the cabin door
fuel
is closed, please make sure that all
is
devices are
going
in
to
airplane mode and
be
your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please
5,000
fasten your
pounds.
seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat
A little bit
backs
higher
are
than
full
that, but we're
upright
just
and locked
rounding.
position for departure.
Execute
Cabin
that.
crew secure doors for departure.
Outside temperature, we said, according to the VATSIM network, was it's reporting 29 degrees Celsius, but I got 32 right now, so let's get 32 up in there. METAR. We're not derating everything, so we'll keep our takeoff full power selected at 32 degrees Celsius. And let's look at runway length there. I think flaps 10 will be appropriate for our departure. It's an 11,000 foot runway, so man, we don't even need flaps 10, man. We can bust up out of here at flaps 5, so we're going to choose 5, guys. Get the center of gravity. Crack a lack in here. And we got a rotate speed of 138 miles, it looks like. We'll be able to easily get up to that speed up in this speed bird. And let's come over here now, jump this on legs. Let's get our MCP all set up for departure, guys. Runway heading for our leg to Vegas is 167, so let's go ahead and put that in. Here's our speed. We can basically go up to 250, but we'll do 220 on the speed just in case. We're going to go all the way up 330. Even though 19,000 feet is the actual limit for this standard instrument departure. Of course, we're going to get our flight directors on, and of course, we want to get this course heading to 1670 as well. Altimeter here in Reno is 3007. Let's crack that off really quick. 3007. There's some pretty interesting board music we got here that I put up in there. I don't think I've ever used this one. All right, y'all. We're looking good there. 167 minus where we need it to actually be, which is our runway heading. All right, 167 across the board, course and heading. Initial speed 220. Flight level 330. Altimeters are set 3007. And let's get this guy here all situated so we're not looking like the Keystone Cop here. Got to kind of grab it from the middle if you want it to work well. There we go. That's good enough for government work right there. And let's get 3007 in here, y'all. And I can actually say that since we're doing some government flying today. TCAS, let's go get down here. Will be 220. We've already got that on. Bada bing, bada boom. We can turn that second radio off. We don't need it. And let's go up top, get that yaw damper on. Let's ensure that our doors are closed over here before we ride up out of here. Ground services, doors, all green. All green. Let's do our better pushback, man. And it's almost time to get up out of this joint here for Sheezy. All right, that looks good there.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
We're actually ready now, homie.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right, tow is driving up. You guys know what time it is. Start that APU. Let's get our fuel pumps on. APU is getting started. Let's check our landing elevation so we can get our pressurization panel all set up there, y'all. Avitab Airport and touchdown elevation in Las Vegas is bada bing, bada boom, 2069. So let's go up top here and switch our cruising altitude there, and as well get our pressurized 2050. We got the auto position there, and now we can get our anti-collision on. Logo is on.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
APU is available.
Ready to connect.
Let's go ahead and get our bleeds on. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's also get our seat belts cracked off here, and we can also turn on the window heats for Sheezy. That's all looking good. APU is on and in control of the aircraft. So let's come here now for our ground power. and get rid of the ground power. GPU disconnect. Man, we looking good so far. That master caution off. And let's come check you guys out here in the stream. Captain Geo's in the house along with my G Aviation. Gonna cook some spam for the in-flight snack. Yo, that's what's up.
So connected and
We got a lot of flying to do tonight, guys, so let's get this thing cracking here. Okay, before we release the parking brake, let's do checks here. We are gonna go here. Let's just come down here. TARA, and don't forget we got trims to set up. Trims are 475. That looks good on the trims. I like it. And everything else up top so far is looking good. We've got all our fuel pumps on, nothing in the center tank. Those generators are off. Bleeds are off. As far as engine bleeds, APU bleed is on. And we'll get probes. And actually we can get our hydraulics on now. Let's make sure sometimes that it doesn't reset our trims. And let's go ahead and release that parking brake. Parking brake is released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Roger that. Alright, guys, we got a pushback going, man. That is what is crack-a-lacking, y'all. So we are 100% doing good. Let's go ahead in the meantime and also get some flight controls on for you guys so that you can see what exactly is happening in my life right now. Now, you got to watch better pushback. There's been times, man, this thing right here has caused this aircraft.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To
Okay,
fasten, insert
got
the
a
metal
nice
fittings
clear
into one another.
departure out of here.
Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion.
Alright,
of
we're
the
getting
buckle.
ready to start
In
the
the event that the seatbelt
right
light is
engine
not
first.
on,
Let's
we
go
suggest
here
that you
to
keep
our
yourself
AviTab
fastened in case of
airport
unexpected turbulence.
and let's take a look at our
Please take
taxi
a few
today.
moments to now locate
We're going to
one of the
taxi
several
Alpha.
emergency
I'm just
exits
going
on
to
this
take
aircraft.
Alpha
In
all
some
the way
cases,
down.
your nearest
No big
exit
deal.
may be behind you. In case of an emergency,
Okay,
when you
calling
need to
out. Let's
evacuate
check
the
first
aircraft,
officer side.
there is lighting on the
Right
floor
side
that
is
will guide
clear.
you towards
Calling out,
In
starting
the event that the cabin loses pressure,
the
an
right
oxygen
engine.
mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally.
Okay,
Although the
we
bag
got
does not
rotation
inflate,
on
oxygen
into.
is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others.
Looking for
Keep your mask on until a
25% here
member
on
of
the
crew
into.
advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely
3,
event of a
4.
water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch
Time
under
to
your
introduce
seat or
fuel.
between the armrests. When
Fuel is
instructed
being
to do so,
introduced.
open the plastic pouch and remove
Okay,
the vest.
exhaust gas
Flip it
temperatures
over
are
your
rising
head.
and 1 is
Wrap
rising.
the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with
Okay,
a whistle and light.
right side engine
If
is good. We're
necessary,
going to go to
the seat
continuous.
cushion can be used as a secondary flotation
Calling out,
device.
starting left side.
Pull the cushion from the seat,
Left side's
slip your
clear.
arms into the straps, and hug the cushion.
Operation
Got
complete.
movement
Set
on
parking
into.
brake.
Clearly show your personal items.
Parking brake
Make
is
sure
set.
your seatbelts are fastened and
Disconnecting
seat backs
tow.
and tray
Stand
tables are in
by.
their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatory
Okay,
is
looking for
prohibited
25
by
again.
law.
21,
All of this
2, 3,
information and more
4,
can be
5.
found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading
All
this
right.
and let us know if you have any questions.
We're going to go
Thank you
with
for flying with
rejected
us,
takeoff
and
while
we
that
hope you
second
enjoy your
engine is
flight.
starting. And we're going to select flaps 5. Flaps 5 is selected. We'll wait for it to indicate. Alright. Okay, that engine is stabilizing. We just heard the start process extinguish itself. Gonna go to continuous. Let's connect those generators. Now we can come up top. Let's go ahead and turn
Always
those
disconnected.
bleeds
I'm
off.
Mike Gaston,
Close
has been
the
removed.
isolation
Hand
valve
signal
or
on
put it
the
in the
left.
ice
We'll
or
see
put
you
it
next
in the
time
auto
and have a
position.
good flight.
Okay, bleeds are on, packs are now on. Let's get our recirculation fan on, as well as turning our probes on for our pitot heat. Window heat is already on. Let's check generator 1 and generator 2. That's looking good. Let's go ahead and ding them. Getting ready to taxi here, and we can get that APU off, guys. Center fuel pumps are off. The yaw damper is on and activated. Let's get some panel lighting up here. It's kind of dark in here for whatever reason. Do some circuit breaker. Say trim is on. We'll go to our isolation valve. Back in the auto position. APU is off. Packs are on. We got good duct pressure. Pressurization panel is set. Fasten seat belts is on. Of course, no smoking except for Drew Stone, and if you lighten the wacky tobacco up. And now it's time for some flight controls check. Big up, green light in the house, my G. Big up. So now we're gonna come here and go on to our systems. Do something here real quick. Back IRs look a little shaky. All right, guys, we're gonna go full up and full down. Aileron left. Aileron right, and neutral, and rudder right, and rudder left. Okay, that is complete. Rejected takeoffs. Flaps have been selected and now indicating flaps 5. We are good to go. Let's get our LNAV and VNAV activated, guys, and we're ready to taxi to runway 17 right. Okay, lower DU is clear. Taxi is clear and received. APU is off, and we are good to go. Let's go ahead and let me check VATSIM just to make sure my stuff is transmitting okay, which it is, so we're looking good. Reno traffic, Southwest 318 is now pushed back from gate Bravo 7. We'll be taxiing to runway 17 right for departure on the Zephyr 8 via Alpha. We'll call taking off for Reno traffic. Alright, you guys ready to get it in? I think I'm ready, man. Alright. Parking brakes tapped. Let's rock. Air Support Division is saying as high as X-Plane 12 worth it. I'm about to download it. Man, you better know X-Plane 12 is the bomb. Especially now with the auto ortho, which I'm not running yet. I'm still running V-States, but X-Plane 12 is 100% worth it. You like flying a simulator, and again, I don't get into simulator wars because I have Microsoft Flight Simulator too, but if you like the real flight physics, this is where it's at, man. That's all I can say about it. I love X-Plane, flown real aircraft in real life, so I'm here to tell you, man, these flight physics here is where it's at, man, for me personally. I enjoy the aesthetics of X-Plane. I enjoy the actual flight physics. I enjoy the user interface with X-Plane. I enjoy Microsoft Flight Simulator looking at it, but I don't enjoy flying it as much. That's just me personally. And again, nothing against it. I mean, I got homies that fly it and they enjoy it. They say their flight physics to them are good to go. So download it and let me know what you think, man. Alright guys, so flying time is definitely under an hour on this first leg as we commute ourselves down to the taxiway, man. Okay, we already verified trims are set for 475. Flaps are to 5. V speeds are confirmed. We've got a V1 of 135, V rotate 138, climb out at 140. So we're doing pretty good here. We'll spool them up and bounce. We'll get the clock started, auto throttles going, and we'll get on our way. And as soon as we get in the air and get onto autopilot, whenever that may happen, we'll go ahead and get our arrival runway information put in and make our way to Las Vegas. Las Vegas traffic. Southwest 318 now entering runway 17 right for immediate departure on the Zephyr 8. We'll call clear of runway for Reno traffic. Hopefully I said Reno, not Las Vegas. Alright, y'all. Alright, strobes are on. Final is clear. Nice and clear, just the way I like it. See, those landing lights are on and ready to go, man. Auto throttles are on. Timer started. Let's spool them up to 40. 40% stabilized. Both engines are stabilized. Toga. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots. It's going to be 135 V1, 138 V rotate. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gears coming up. Check. Just gonna fly her off the deck here. Trim her out nicely. Speed check flaps 2. Stay right here on these flight directors flying it out. Bryce Williams says, hey man, what is DCS World 2.0 X-Plane 12 user here? DCS World is Digital Combat Simulator, man. We're going to get in there and fly a C130. You're going to see here shortly after this leg. Hope you like it. Okay, guys, we got speed check flaps 1. We're just going to keep flying her out, guys. Reno traffic, Southwest 318 is clear of runway 17 right. Climbing out on the Zephyr 8, final call for Reno traffic. Alright, guys, we're all right on those flight directors. Let's get some of this scenery popping out here. Okay, and speed check flaps up. Flaps are coming up. Landing gears come into the off position. Landing gears in the off position. Rejected takeoff is nullified and extinguished. TCAS is clear. Terrain not a factor. Okay, we're at 9,000. Still climbing out now. Pitching down, and here comes our turn. And we have reached 10,000. Landing lights are off. Okay, right on those flight directors. Autopilot is handed over. Let's go ahead and ding them. After takeoff checklist, let's check it. Gear is up and stowed in the opposition. Rejected takeoff is extinguished. Flaps are selected and indicating in the up position. And we are on autopilot, handed over. Departing on the Zephyr 8 direct to Doley at 12,480 pounds, or 12,500 feet, and we are increasing now to 320 indicated. And man, looks like we got a nice departure, man. Up out of that place. Let's get the flight controls off for now, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now
Bryce says, "Sweet man, I'll be tuned in. Do you have auto ortho installed?" Hey, yo, Bryce. I don't have it installed. This is still V states that you're seeing here. So I still have V states installed here, but I am talking to the homie Greenlight. He's going to help me. There's a video. I am going to get auto ortho installed after that, 100% sure. So we are up and at 'em, guys. Good departure there out of Reno, and we're expecting an on-time departure into Las Vegas for your viewing pleasure, man. Guys, before we get too comfortable, let's this is not a long flight at all. There's Pesky. Pesky is our transition off to the standard instrument departure, and then we'll be on course direct to the first fix on the arrival for the Cocktail 3, which is tequila.
At this time, you may use your portable electronic devices to do memory and self-testing. Stay in the on position until we land in.
Okay, you can see Pesky there. We are direct.
Sign is on. You must remain in your seat with your seatbelt securely fastened until the captain feels it safe and turns it off.
And let's go to the first officer side, guys. Weather's not a factor, so we won't put our weather radar on, but we will keep our terrain radar on for this side here as we continue to push forward to the Las Vegas area. We're still not at transition, so we're not going to worry about that. And to give you guys an idea of the flying time on this short leg here, flying time is most certainly 56 minutes. And we're already 7 minutes into that, so we should be on the ground in about 49 minutes or so. About 1,000 to go until we hit transition. While that's happening, folks, let's go ahead and get our arrival runway information, because you never want to wait too late, especially on a short flight. Okay, 11.5, 111.5. Do the same on this side. 111.5 for that final approach fix. 111.5, 111.5. Let's check transition. Okay, we are at transition. Okay, standard, and let's go standard here as well. Okay, 299.2 is in there. And we are looking good. Okay, guys, so we got 11.5, so 111.5 for our ILS frequency. It's both in the active and the NAV1 and NAV2 radios. We got a heading of 259. Final approach course of heading of 259, and of course the minimums are 2269, or we can do the radial, which is 200, but we'll put the 2269 in. Okay, our barrel minimums for our landing 2269 is in and computed, and we got 2269 there for sure. And we're doing good. We're only going up to flight level 330, which is already here in our MCP for our target altitude, and we are looking good. And cruising time will not 100% be that long at all. Copy says, even though I have aircraft I've paid for next plane, I still enjoying the free Zibo 737. Yeah, you know, and honestly, this Zibo coffee, man, to me, in my opinion, is payware quality. Payware. I would pay for this, you know, and it's better than a lot since so much development has went into this aircraft. So that's a good thing that we have something like that here in X-Plane. Guys, don't forget my homie Geo, Captain Geo, is streaming right now. You can see a little bit of difference in the ortho change over there. And I believe we can get a couple of music tunes on here just for the slight being. But before we do that, you guys know we got a wonderful message from the first officer, as always.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dre Sanchez YouTube channel. This is his first officer in life, his wife, and I would like to extend a big thank you to all of you for flying with us today. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and always be courteous to other passengers on board. We appreciate all of your support and hope that you will join us each stream as we grow the channel together. Positivity and information sharing is always welcome, so please do not hesitate to add your comments in the chat. Once again, welcome aboard, and we will get you to your destination safely.
Alright, first officer don't play around. First officer does not playing around. Coffee says I'm looking forward to the Dinarica Simulations Freeway A220. Hey, and it's got one of our favorite words on there, man, which is free. Alright, y'all, let's crack off some tunes here. Let me check the VATSIM scope. So Los Angeles Center is on, so we'll be contending with some ATC coming up. 3555. .55 is the frequency, so we'll be expecting to get a new squawk code since we just have 2200 if they stay on, and we'll be good to go there. One funny thing that I forgot to do, man, is close the door. Let's get that done. If that's the last and only thing that we pretty much missed there is closing that flight deck door, we're okay. Alright, we are looking good like we should, man. So we'll be getting into Las Vegas's airspace here shortly. Not quite sure if Geo's around, but there's a possibility that we'll be able to hear Geo. The Las Vegas weather, or the ATIS, is 32.4. See if we can hear anything.
Landing runway 26 left, 1 enter, and 1 neutral. Departing runway 26 right, 1 neutral, and 1 enter. Simultaneous approach into crossing and parallel runways in view. Converging runway operations in effect. Notices to air mission. Las Vegas Metroplex proceed.
Okay, Bravo's current. Let's hear the beginning of it. We came in towards the tail end so we can get the
International Airport ATIP information. Bravo
altimeter.
0356 Zulu. West 100 at 3. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 36. 2.3. Altimeter 2987. Visual approach is in use. Landing runway 26 left.
Alright, so that's perfect. And visuals in use.
Departing runway 26 right. 1 inner and 1 inner. Simultaneous approaches to crossing and parallel runways in use. Converging runway operation.
Alright, cool. 1228. And so far so good. And look what our cruise is. Literally, here's where our top of climb is. And Tequila is the first one on the chart. We've got about 2,000 to go. Now let's look at our legs here. Tequila, okay, Fletcher above flight level 240. Let's check that out. We can get rid of Reno charts now. We don't need it. Okay, and we're talking about Fletcher above flight level 240. There we go. The next one will be, the main thing we'll look at is, yeah, aerial, we got to be above 21,000 feet, but here at Cocktail, that's what we're going to pay attention to. We need to be between 19,000 and 16,000 at 250. 16, 19, 250, I like it. And what I usually do is check the bottom one. Bourbon should be at 8. Bourbon at 8 at 210. Bourbon at 8 at 210 or below that airspeed rather. So we're looking good, guys. So we'll set our MCP for 8,000 and then start manually descending ourselves in there. Plane that ain't free is for plane that ain't for the fee is awesome. Yo, Berto's in the house. Happy Friday is what is up for show, man. Okay, guys, we'll just be cruising here for a second, man. So welcome aboard. Southwest Airlines Flight 318. Full service to Harry S. Reid, Las Vegas International Airport. Again, guys, so for those that you don't know what DCS is Digital Combat Simulator. That's where we simulate all the combat aircraft that I fly for somebody that was asking. So essentially we're got our commercial pilot's hat on right now, leaving Reno for Las Vegas. We're going to get to Las Vegas, get out of the airport, get on shuttle bus that's going to take us from South Strip to North Las Vegas to Nellis Air Force Base. Anybody that's familiar with Las Vegas will already know this. Once we get to North Las Vegas, we're reporting to our C130 command, and we're going to take C130s. Also, we have another pilot flying with us, my boy 104th Money, and we're going to run a nice training mission there in the NTTR Nevada training area. Gray Aviation is in the house, man. What's cracking with you, my G? Good to see you, homie. Okay, we're continuing our route. No big deal. We're not going to automatically set our MCP because we are flying on the VATSIM network. We will need to get approval to descend via the Cocktail 3. Drew Stone, the weatherman, is in the house. What's good with you, Drew, man? Gray says, good to see you too, man. That's what's up, man. Good to be seen, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing for sure, man. Okay, we're 20 minutes into a 56-minute flight, which means we got about 36 minutes to go to deal with this aircraft, and then we'll get our C-130 hat on. On this side here, we've got the terrain radar on. We can turn the weather radar on here, but there is nothing significant. Weather report is clear for this flight. And there we go, man. Man, here in Cali today, in the Central Valley, whoo, it's been hot. Like 107 degrees or whatever. Tomorrow's going to be 112. Definitely got to make sure that AC works for real. It is hot. It is hot. All right, let's see how close we are getting to the airspace. As we get a little closer, we'll just go ahead and switch over to the frequency in anticipation. If you guys check basically SimAware or any of the VATSIM map plugins, you'll see that there's a lot of weather over Kansas, some over Colorado, some in Oklahoma. Pretty significant weather system there. So good thing we won't deal with that. The airspace in which we'll be even operating in once we get into our C130 is relatively all clear too, just partly cloudy with minimal clouds. Should be good visibility for sure. 7,000 below the deck, or 7,000 and below to the deck rather. So that's copacetic. That is copacetic. Gate we're expecting is gate C4. So let's come over here and look where gate Charlie 4 is at, of course. So here's the C-Con Corsair, and we'll go into gate 4, so it'll be on the backside. So if we're taxiing in on Charlie, we'll continue to taxi east after our west arrival, and we'll be on the back of this Concourse C here, gate number 4, provided that it's open. Aviation says 112 sounds like my kind of weather. Yes, sir. All right, let's get here and get tuned in.
Delta 2831, LA Center, expect PDC.
Okay, we'll be entering his airspace from the northwest.
9210, ready for taxi. United 9210, heavy runway 26, correction runway 25, right taxi via Charlie 10 Bravo, LA altimeter 2985. 25 Charlie 10 Bravo, United 9210. LA Center, Delta 3555, requesting I-4 to Seattle with information Bravo on board.
So as far as our top of descent is concerned, we're right here in progress, so we've got 74 miles.
Delta 3555.
Alright, y'all, let's go cut this music off.
5x5.
Now that we've got some ATC.
Canadian Express 584, expect ILS runway 25 left approach. Expect 25 left, Express 584. Canadian Express 584, descend and maintain.
Let's call a little earlier so we can get our squawk code together if he sees us.
3600, Express 584.
We'll get a little closer. We want to make sure he's able to see us so he can control us. Pretty much.
Thank you.
My man sounding out PDCs like waffles at Waffle House, you know what I'm saying? Ordered the pancakes at the IHOP, just handing out the PDCs.
.com 69, do you have company traffic in sight? Confirm, .com 69. Com 69er, follow the traffic, clear visual, approach runway 26 left. Clear visual 26 left, following the traffic, .com 69.
Alright, we're doing good.
North Center, 2132, mic check. Northwest 2132, 5x5. Thanks for the mic
Mike 6, Southwest 2132, where's Lindbergh with Charlie, ready to copy on Port Las Vegas.
72 subs away from emoji. That's right, Drew, man. Hoping we get him, dog. Thank you for paying attention to that, Drew, man. Big up to you. Happy TGIF. Finally, you got past the fourth Monday, or fourth Monday, and now you went Friday. That ortho looks pretty nice, man. I eat waffles with no syrup. The syrup makes me sick. What? Do you do like jelly preserve or something on there, Aviation Geek, or you just eat them straight, gangsta style like that? I can't do that. I need syrup, or I need something to go with the waffles. It'll be too dry.
Delta 7154.
Good evening, Los Angeles Center. Southwest 318 is entering your airspace from the northwest. Checking in, flight level 330.
Southwest 318, LA Center. Squawk 6344.
6344 in the box, Southwest 318.
7154, expect runway 26 right. Expect runway 26 right.
Alright, 6344 is in the box.
Runway 26 left, clear to land. 26 left, good to land.
What's up with you, Tav? Do you like Microsoft Flight Simulator? I do like it. I prefer X-Plane 12 for me personally because of the flight physics, but I do like Microsoft Flight Simulator. Man, 4-day weekend, they're all Saturdays from here on out. That's right, that's good. Yeah, Taff, man, welcome to the stream, man. I don't think I've ever seen you chatting here, so that's what's up. Taff says me too, no doubt. But, you know, I do appreciate good competitive simulators, both trying, or all, trying to do their best to give us the best experience, because then we end up benefiting from that, because there's competition and they're striving to put out the best product they can put out. So yeah, that's what's up. And who knows, maybe I will do a Microsoft Flight Simulator stream for y'all one day, you know.
7 Mike Kilo, I can never remember where the Atlantic is. Is that the north or south side? It's the south side, or I guess the southwest, whatever that is.
Let's get our chart going here.
November 7 Mike Kilo, route check taxi to Parking via Bravo. Bravo 7 Mike Kilo. Okay, 1951 at Lindy, clear approach runway 27.
At some point, he should be
Lindy, clear for the approach.
giving me radar contact confirmation.
Southwest 35, when able, reduce speed to 250 knots or less. 250 less, American 35. Frontier Flight 735, requesting descent. Frontier Flight 775, descend via the Chow 2, arrival, runway 26 left, transition, Las Vegas, altimeter 2987. Via the Chow 2, 26 left, transition, Frontier Flight 775. Southwest 318, descend via the Cocktail 3, arrival, runway 26 left, transition, Las Vegas, altimeter 2987.
2987, descend via the Cocktail 3, arrival with a 26 left transmission for Southwest 318.
Number 6 Foxtrot.
Alright, so now we can put it in there.
Santa Barbara, altimeter 2983.
We'll go all the way to 8,000 here for our descent when it happens. And let's get the standby frequency ready, 2987. Slide over a little bit.
584, turn 20 degrees right.
20 degrees right, Express 584.
Okay, we got 2987 on that side. Let's come on this side here.
9210, short of 25 right, ready to take off.
Number 4 Charlie Fox, reduce speed to 210.
There we go. And that's just for the standby there.
210 passing, 10,000, 4 Charlie Fox.
X-Plane for physics, Microsoft Flight Simulator for graphics. Yeah, you know, and to be honest with you, with X-Plane 12 now having auto ortho, some of that's going to go away. I mean, because with the auto ortho, as nice as it looks, the graphics is going to be. I wouldn't even really say graphics as far as the simulators. I would say the detail of the ortho or photoreal scenery. And like I said, Microsoft Flight Simulators definitely figured out a way to make it good. Some of it, to me, in some areas of the world, it still looks a little questionable. But for sure that, and I think with X-Plane 12 having the auto ortho, and you could still, there's a lot of freeware airports. The gateway sceneries are definitely something that has a standard to it. I think looks good too. Of course, there's the payroll scenery. So yeah, for sure, man.
November 4 Charlie Foxtrot at Seaview, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, it's Seaview, cleared ILS runway 25 left, 604 Charlie Foxtrot.
4 Charlie Foxtrot, sorry, I was late on that one.
Not a problem. Ready.
Steady Express 584, 4 miles from Honda, turn right heading 220, maintain 3,600 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
The right turn 220, cleared for the ILS 25 left approach. Maintain this altitude until established. Express 584.
Yeah, 9210, show up 25 right, ready for takeoff.
United 9210 heavy, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff.
Takeoff 25 right, 9210 heavy.
9210 heavy, or nav to Docker.
Nav to Docker, 9210. Delta 2831, ready for push and start down to Vegas.
Delta 2831, push and start at your discretion, advise ready to taxi.
Push is discretion, northwest from taxi, Delta 2831.
November 6 Foxtrot Sierra, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, 6 Foxtrot Sierra. LA Center, Southwest 2132, ready to taxi at Lindbergh.
Southwest 2132, runway 27, taxi via Bravo, altimeter 2990.
Is that via Bravo, Southwest 2132?
Southwest 645, cross Skull at and maintain flight level 250. Southwest 645, LA Center.
LA Center, Delta 3555, ready for taxi with Bravo on board.
Delta 3555, sorry, remind me what airport you're at.
LA, we are at the Delta 9 terminal.
American 213, taxi to parking via Alpha 7 Bravo, cross runway 26 right at Alpha 7.
All right, y'all.
Just cross the 6 right, Alpha 7 Bravo.
Delta 3555, runway 24 left, taxi via Delta 9er Echo, cross runway 2, disregard the crossing.
Green light says, Dre, when you have a chance, listen to Thompson on FS Elite. He did an interview talking about the updates for X-Plane 12. Oh boy, that would be sorry to look at. Roger that. Roger that.
987, Delta 3555.
Okay, guys, we should be starting our descent here momentarily. Top descent, 1.3, and then we're on our way down. All right.
Established ILS 25 left, LA.
Okay, guys, we have started our descent.
Express 584, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, Express 584.
Okay, last METAR, winds are at 3 knots. Runway's nice and long, so we don't necessarily need to do a full flaps landing. So we are going to go with a flaps 30 landing. We'll get that put in there. So we got 30, 143. So
for the short notice for the LA Center is now closed. Thanks for flying in for my OTS tonight. Really appreciate it. Bye, Daddy.
Great job, sir.
Yeah.
all right. He was doing a test, and I guess he's out of here.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Oh, congrats. Good work.
All right, so we really got to be on TCAS because LA Center is logging off. All right, so let's go back 122.8. He got out of there quick once he passed that test, man. Las Vegas traffic, Southwest 318 is flight level 296, descending via the Cocktail 3 direct aerial. Will be transitioning at Bourbon for runway 26 left, visual for Las Vegas traffic. Alright guys, so we definitely have our auto brake set to 3. We definitely got our ILS information in there for 26 left. Its final approach course setting is 259. The frequencies of 1150, and it is the India Romeo Lima Echo. We're going to verify that here, that it is in fact that. India Romeo Lima Echoes right here. You can also pan down and see the ILS right here. So the identifier has been accepted. That is the correct ILS with the correct coordinates. Approach speed will be 148. Auto brake is set to 3, and now of course we can set our speed brake here to the auto. Speed brake is armed, and we are ready to go. I thought a lot of people were headed to Vegas, so we'll definitely need to be cognizant, guys. And this is the same training area that we're going to be flying over here in DCS. All right. Alright, Aviation Geek says, passengers, please grab your stuff and run off the plane when we arrive at the gate. We have a C130 waiting on us. You got that right. Chase Sawyer says, what's up, man? You make your X-Plane look so good, you should make a mods list. Hey, that's what's up, man. Might have to do that. I might do like a settings walkthrough type thing, Chase, man. Appreciate you saying that, man. We do what we can do. We do what we can do. Let's check out and see where we're going. Alright, let's get some data on here. Now we can see our constraints, where we're supposed to be. It's kind of cloudy though. Let's get that data off of there. Alright guys, so you can see now here we're at the chart. Just to give us some situational awareness, we are direct to Zelda. We need to cross Zelda at or above 14,000 feet. And you can see the descent itself has calmed itself down. But once we get to Zelda and continue our descent here, we will go ahead and take our altimeters out of the standard pressure of 29902 and put it in for the field pressure 29987. And as you can see here, here is Bourbon. Then we're going to make a left direct to one of the final approach, or one of the approach fixes. So at Bourbon we'll take a left, and then after that we're going to be direct to Huxar. So Huxar obviously is not even an initial approach fix, so we'll be turning ourselves right onto there. And Huxar needs to be at 5200, as you can see here. Shand at 48, Relin at 38, and then we catch the Maltese Cross for our final approach into Las Vegas on runway 26 left with a touchdown elevation of 2069. Okay, we are at flight level 189. Once we get to transition, we will go ahead and get those altimeters all situated. Let's check TCAS out here. So far, it's looking clean, but let's make our announcement again. Las Vegas traffic, Southwest 318 now descending on the Cocktail 3 direct to Zelda at 1.1 nautical miles. Transitioning for full stop runway 26 left, Las Vegas traffic. Okay, we're at 18.3. Okay, 2987. 2987. 2987 is everywhere we need it to be, bang. And of course, let's back this off so we can keep our relative awareness with terms of terrain. Did you see the new Thrustmaster Viper? But $600, man. Woo! People will pay it too, you know. I mean, if I liked it enough and I got the disposable income, I'll pay for it too. If you do flight sim so much, man, some of these things is always worth it because it's something that you're going to use versus paying $600 for, something else. Dre, don't forget the replay. Oh, never mind. That's right, Drew, baby, the weatherman. We got that built in this joint. Hopefully we get a good landing on that replay, y'all. Hopefully we get a good landing. Every now and then, the 737 can sneak up and be a beast and blah, y'all. Nothing egregious, but, it ain't the smooth landings that I like. Honestly, sometimes I don't mind if I get a little bit of a harder landing. Let's say like -4s in there, and that's pushing it. Definitely don't like nothing in -5s. But if it's low -4s, there's a good reason. I'm landing full flaps, but my profile's still good. Center line, touchdown, good slowdown, good high speed off the runway, good transition from your rollout to your taxi. I don't mind those type of landings. Some of those look actually pretty dope, to be honest with you. If I'm keeping it real, bang. So we are entering the Las Vegas area. If you want to orientate yourself to our approach, you can see that at NV, we're going to turn left and basically be downwind here. So that means the strip is off to our left between our 11 and 10 o'clock.
Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
And there's the strip right there. Stratosphere. So we'll be commuting. Nellis Air Force Base is up here. You can actually see Nellis up top here. This is Nellis Air Force Base right here. This is where we're going to commute and take off on our C130s. We'll be starting up from the ramp over here. So that's what we're doing here. Oh, Sheezy. Here goes the Luxor. We got the High Roller. All right. Okay, we need NV above 11. We want to get eventually at Bourbon at 210 at 8,000. As soon as we get there, we're going down to 5,200 feet. Let's go ahead and pull up our chart and let's get our arrival chart situated. And back here is where we're going to taxi. So we'll hopefully get one of these high speeds, cross runway 26 right, taxi back in on Charlie, and come in right there into the ramp. Okay, here goes that left turn that I was referring to. You can see the ortho change there. X-Plane 12 to ATS to DCS. Hey, that could actually be done. Fly somewhere, pick that up, and ATS. I'm going to do that, Drew. I'm going to do that. DCS to real world. And then real world into the cartoon world after that, y'all. See, man, what would I do without your guys' stellar ideas here? Okay, we're just squaring up the heading just to be on the safe side there. Target altitude is set to 8,000. So after Bourbon, we'll continue our descent down to 5,200 is what we're going to do. Okay, we got Bishop and something else here. Let's check that out here on this arrival. Here's what we're not seeing. Should be on another inset. maybe not, explaining what altitude we could be at those other ones for the minimum safe. See, after Bourbon is not, and that's basically starts getting us on there, and it doesn't have any. This is the transition, so yeah, let's go ahead and just basically adhere to this. Look at the minimum safe altitudes using this chart. You can see here 3751. So we're only descending at 52, so we're going to be good to go to catch it here at Huxar. This ain't looking good, y'all. Come on, X-Plane. Don't crash on the brother. Something's going on. Woo, okay. That was a big stutter. I got worried there for a minute. Start pulling that speed back. All right. Start bringing that speed back. Las Vegas traffic, Southwest 318 is now downwind runway 26 left, direct Bourbon. Have TCAS traffic on final. We will make sure we extend past that traffic and turn left direct to the final approach course for runway 26 left, full stop.
And Las Vegas
Speed check.
Flight 775,
Flaps 2.
6 left about 15 miles out Las Vegas.
Alright, so that must be that other traffic that we're hearing. So during the break, it'll be a little bit of extended break. I'm going to shut X-Plane down, talk with Money, get everything situated, and get the file over to him. Start Digital Combat Simulator up, and that's when we'll be starting our military flight here shortly. Let's look at our TCAS here. Let's look and see where this pilot's at. Okay, he's just there, so let's slow our speed down slightly here. Las Vegas traffic, Southwest 318 is now turning left direct to Goose. Continue turn to Huxar for joining the 26 left ILS for full stop runway 26 left, Las Vegas traffic. So we're slowing down. Okay, speed check flaps 5. And let's get some flight controls on for you guys.
1,000 to go.
Let's look for that traffic as we make our turn here. TCAS is looking good here. Localizers armed and captured.
1,000 to go.
Glide slopes captured. Start bringing that speed back. Speed check. Next stage flaps. Las Vegas traffic, Southwest 318 is now turn left, direct Shan to final approach course for runway 26 left, expecting full stop for Las Vegas traffic. There's that traffic there. We're on our way in.
Las Vegas traffic, Frederick Flight 735, short final 26, left, Las Vegas.
Okay, let's see what our next stage of flaps would be, and it's gonna be, X-plane looks like it's tripping again, so hopefully we don't have a crash. I mean, this is a big stutter here, so this is something to be concerned with. And looks like we just got disconnected from that. It's not good. We're frozen. And this is not good. Bomba clot. Come on, Austin, right? I'm not giving up on it yet. I'm not giving up on it yet, man. We got to land in. I mean, it looks like I'm still broadcasting to you guys. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not giving up. Sometimes she'll come back, so I just don't know why. I've never had a problem landing into Las Vegas. So it is giving us the spin, so we're just going to wait because X-plane has... man, this is a bummer, man. Everything was going good. It was a great flight. Let's just wait here and see what we can get out of this thing, man. Sometimes it comes back, so I'm not going to give up hope yet here. Let's just see here if we can get some music crack-a-lack in here. Come on, X-plane. Let's get this landing done. And it's funny, man. I've flown into Vegas plenty of times, so maybe it could be, it could have something definitely to do with somebody's CSL. Maybe there's a CSL that's outdated that it doesn't like it. Maybe somebody's came in, man. So, man, I was really looking to grease that bad boy. It was looking good, and I honestly don't think it's gonna work. I'm going to leave it on here for a second and let me put you guys in the Be Right Back screen, and if it comes back, we'll come in. So I'll leave it here, but I'll start getting ready for my flight in the Hercules, guys. And guys, Austin didn't make that one. All right, so let's go to the Be Right Back with you. Let's get these flight controls off, of course, and see what's cracking, man. Give it a few more seconds here, man. X-plane is tripping. If it comes back, it'll be a miracle, man, because we're still streaming live, so it's not the computer. It's something to have to do with X-plane. Just going to give it a couple more seconds and see if we can get this landing cracked off. Few more seconds and I'm gonna call it, and then I'll just get the DCS loaded up for you guys. All right, a few more minutes. We'll see. All right, y'all. So, X-Plane 12 is shutting down, and we're starting DCS up. We just didn't have the luck that I hoped we had, because it did it once, and we were able to kind of work through it. Okay, X-Plane 12 is definitely not going to work. It's off now. Alright, no worries there, though. No worries there. That was a bummer. Man, things were going quite well on that flight, but, you know, that's how things work out sometimes. Sorry about that, guys. That's a bummer. Alright. Just getting some stuff situated here so we can 100% get DCS going now. So not too wetty, not too wetty. We are above this for sure. Man, I was looking for a nice little landing. Crash report, yeah. Submit crash report. You know, it was funny. X-Plane was already off, and it's asking me to submit a crash report, man. That is crazy. All right. That is the switchover transitional music. And guys, enjoy. I'm going to be off the mic for a second while I get DCS going. So sorry about that crash, but we're not done with the streams. You can't hold us down. Be back with you guys in a second. And enjoy the música, man. Alright, you guys, we are in DCS. I've lost all faith in Microsoft Officer and now Expo's X-Plane since Expo. A lot of people have a lot of issues. Yeah, and honestly, guys, I think that one may have had something to do with my external hard drive. Something maybe they didn't like, or like I said, one of those CSLs that just didn't like it. So, man, and that has rarely happened to me too, Drew. So, oh well, we made it to Vegas, so no fault of our own. And guys, we'll just say we had that butter, dog, because everything was going good on that route coming in. So no big deal. DCS doesn't have that problem. We're not even using an external hard drive if that was the issue. So we'll figure it out. And sometimes these things happen, man. So, but we got another banger here for you guys, man. So we're gonna be flying solo. Money's actually flying with a couple of other homies right now, so I told him don't even worry about it. We're gonna fly this C130 Hercules in DCS, and guys, it's basically 100% time to get it in time now. So without further ado, welcome to Digital Combat Simulator, and it is time to get up and do what we do our best work and train, man, because that's how we roll, dog. So thanks for hanging out in the stream. Sorry about the X-Plane crash, but you know, it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and unpause the mission and quiet the music all the way down. Alright, music is calmed down, and we are 100% ready to get it in. Let's do this. So first and foremost, let's take a look at this Hercules, man. Look at this. This is another free mod, just in case you guys are wondering. This is a free mod. So we'll get in more of it. We have plenty of time to look at this bad boy, but we got some training mission to happen. So let's go ahead and get our ground crew cracking here. Rearm or refuel. Into the forward compartment, we are going to load a squad of 30 soldiers. The middle compartment, we are going to basically drop, for the first drop, we're just dropping some cargo crates out. We'll drop another Humvee here, so we got to pick the air, so it's air. And there we go, and we need to up our fuel to 71 or 70% fuel, and bada bing, bada boom. Let's get on board here.
Request rearming.
Alright, so the rearming is requested. While that's happening, guys, let's turn our systems on here. And welcome to Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas. We're going to come up here, up top, and we're going to get this battery on. Battery is on, and then before we do that, yeah, we'll go ahead and start the APU now. Alright, APU starting to come up. While that's happening, but you know, the parking brake is off, so we'll have to left click and hold and tap the brakes. So this is kind of what you got to do. You got to hold the toe brakes so that the parking brake can stay extended and do that good stuff. We don't have all the power on the aircraft because it's being loaded up, so once we get all the power on the aircraft, this side will come on as well. We can go ahead and do that now. It looks like that APU is at 100%, so we definitely need to turn the APU generator on and get the bleed on. Bleed is on, and now you can see that the aircraft is coming to life. We have to wait for this to get loaded up and to do anything else. So let's continue to get our checklist going. This is our system status, but we don't need this right now. We'll need some other information on here. So let's come up here, guys. Let's talk about this here. These up menus up here, which would be your normal glare shield panel, they handle screens and a couple of different other functions. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to change this screen. I want to put this screen over here because I want to get our navigational screen. So we're going to go to our tactical awareness displays here, and we're going to switch this position to our HDD2 position. Let's go to the back real quick and check out our load. Pretty soon the rearming and refueling is going to go, so you'll see our load show up here. There's the troops that are coming on board, 30 of them, and the cargo. So let's come up to the front and we'll watch them get loaded up.
Rearming complete.
All right, there we go. So rearmament is complete. Let's go back up front and continue to get the aircraft initialized. So we got this screen here. Now, this screen also has an overlay where you can put the RWR so that we can look for other aircraft that are also emitting radar signatures. So we'll go right here where it says RWR. We'll go to overlays, and then we're going to go to RWR, radar warning. And now you can see that it is pink here, indicating that. And then for our first turn, we're going to be departing heading 319 for 125 nautical miles. So let's get the heading bug over there. It'll be about right there. Now this screen, I want the engines, so we're going to come back here, main menu, engines, position, and I want the screen to be on the third one. There you go. And now we can come down here and get our weights together in FMC, so there are things that we need to do with this. We're going to come here to the told feature, aircraft weight, and we're going to extract data, and that gives us our current aircraft weight. Now we're going to come to the index, takeoff data, and we'll be departing, we'll depart flaps 50. So we got a V rotate of 114 into the air. So there's V1 of 105, V rotate 114, V2 climb out. Now we can come over to the first officer side here. And we'll put this on our nav control. And we've got our first waypoint, which is the drop here. So all that's good to go. And now we can kind of look at this bad boy while I check you guys out here before we get going. Alright, you guys. Now that that is complete, we can 100% get back in the bird.
Departing flight group. This is flight control. You are clear for startup and immediate departure. Please contact Overwatch upon departure and check in with JTAG on station when appropriate. Have a safe flight.
Alright guys, so we got that done. We've been approved for startup. So as we're doing that, now the first thing we have to do, the rear ramp is definitely not ready for our, to close it. You got to turn this auxiliary hydraulic pump on. Okay, you can see the numbers coming up. Now if we go to the back, you can hear it as well as you can see it, I believe, on this other panel. Okay, you see the numbers coming up? You can also control it from here as well. We need this to get to 3,000 in order to lift the ramp. So while that's happening, let's also close. This is where our paratroopers jump out. You can also see the engines. Let's close that door. That door is closed, and we're at the 3,000. Now we can turn around and actually close this ramp. Bada bing, bada boom. Next thing is here, this is where the, so let me take you guys outside for you guys that aren't familiar with the C130. That door there is the door where the crew enters that door and walks upstairs a couple of steps to the flight deck. So let's go ahead and close that right now. So here's this door, and we're going to get it closed, man. Here's also here that activates the locks, in which basically this is on pallets, the lock system, these rollers, that's how it releases those locks. So that's that. Okay, we got a C130 taken off there. So these are some of the guys that we're going to be going on mission with here. And it looks like we've got some F-16s here that are also departing. So we better do our due diligence. Let's go ahead. Parking brake is set. Bleeds are on. Let's start number 4. Starting number 4. Time now. Alright, now we can go outside and watch number 4 come up. There it is right there. She's starting to spin. Hey guys, we'll have plenty of landings in this versus the X-Plane joint, so it was just a bummer. Okay, there goes another C-130 taking off. Got those F-16s on the move, homie. All right, let's close the windows here.
Heavy hauler flight. This is Nellis Flight Control. You have been cleared for departure,
which is
and we would like to make a note. Please watch for the wake turbulence of departing F-16 squadron as well as other C-130s that have departed the field. On your flight today, you will encounter at Angels 18 C-130 times 8, F-16 times 4. Over the drop zone, it will be marked with green smoke as you are arriving within 15 to 10 nautical miles of the drop zone.
Okay, you can see we've got both
Immediately
those
after the
engines
drop
available.
zone, you will fly on
Once this
course
green light
to
goes
the
out,
designated
we'll be able to
Dry Lake FARP,
second and first.
land, get with command if you are to pick up other items or not. Depart for drop zone 2 and complete the drop with
okay, there's
a direct
there in the
vector
pattern.
to the final approach course to return back to Nellis. On today's flight, the weather and the winds are calm, visibility is high. Should you have any problems during the flight, please do not forget to reference your POH, talk with your command on board, and please relay any emergencies immediately to Nellis Flight Control. Have a safe flight, and we will see you back here shortly. Nellis Flight Control out.
Okay, that was Nellis Flight Control giving us some NOTAMs, watch for wake turbulence, and starting on the first and final engine that we need to start. You can see that is coming up now. And for those that know anything about DCS, this is the Anibus Hercules. This is a free mod, guys. All right. Okay, start sequence is complete. Now we can start getting the APU off. Turn the bleeds off. APU generators off. APU's off. Okay, we got one last Hercules, and then we've got those F-16s going to start departing. There goes the rotate on that Hercules right there. Alright guys, let's get into it. Okay, flaps are in the up position. Let's get flaps 50. Let's see here. We've got no hydraulic pressure. I don't know why that is. It's not good. Let me check one thing here. Before we get the controls on, there might be something conflicting. All right. Sound back, because whenever you do that, it actually messes something up. So we'll see if that's figured. USB audio. Let's see here if we can fix this, guys. Speakers, USB audio, and microphone. Okay, let's keep this paused here really quick because let me make sure. Okay, yeah, that's all paused. Let's see. There'll be one thing we've got to do right quick, mates. Let's check this out. And it is a night full of interesting things happening. So let me put you guys in the Be Right back with you screen really quick and see if I can figure this out. Give me 2 seconds. I believe I've got a fix, mates. Microphone is broadcasting. I don't know why the sound decided to switch. Let's see, we're not getting any sound in here, which is not good. Okay, speakers. Boom, that looks good. So it's on the speakers. Let's try and see if we can... Okay. Not getting any sound out of my headset. Or you know what? It might be that I am getting sound. Let's see. Audio. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's good. Man. If it ain't one thing, it's the next. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing, and hopefully this works here to get the sound back. It's always something, man. You got to work the magic. You got to work the magic on this thing. Let's go here. See if this makes a difference here. Jerry Porterfield is in the house. Yeah, DCS is just not broadcasting any sound because I switched the sounds and let me see here. Oh, you know what? It might be working. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. And let's just switch back the audio and hopefully it picks back up the USB headset here. I think because it is working, my computers recognize it, but DCS decided not to recognize it. There we go. And that's why you never give up on stuff, man. Okay, we're back. Good to go here now, guys. And what it was is I had a controller that I use for X-Plane that I don't use for this, and I think it was conflicting with why we weren't getting any flaps. But nonetheless, looks like we're good to go. Track IR should be back working, which it is. And let's look at those flaps now. Okay, why aren't we getting, let's see, util hydraulics pressure low, so we got a low pressure somewhere, is the problem. Utility hydraulic system pressure is low. Let's turn that back on. I've had hydraulics issues in this thing before as well. And let's see what we got up top. Let's see, APU is off. Boom, we got 28 volts, batteries on. See, this is the utility. Those are the utility boost pumps there. Even this pressure is a little bit lower than it should be. Auxiliary hydraulic pump on, so something is going on there. So let's verify all our engines are doing good here. Temps, everything's running. So let's put it into low idle, into beta. Sometimes that's going to be the fix. Okay, and let me get you guys some flight controls on while we're at it. What up? Are we going to do it in real time? That's your favorite question, man. Not here. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't have anything to look at. Okay, guys, look at that. We got our hydraulic pressure working. Woohoo! All right, so we turned them on and it took a minute. We're departing flaps 50, so we need flaps 50 here. So let's select now flaps 50. And we're going to be good to go. All right, y'all. Man, we got some problems today, but we just can't stop. Okay, flaps 50 is selected. Let's do our flight controls check. Full up, full down, aileron left, and aileron right. and we are good to go there. Let's do our rudder check. Rudder right and rudder left. Good to go there. We do have the aircraft, should be in low beta. Okay. Okay, now the engines are going to a low speed ground idle so we don't taxi too fast. And of course, it is time to put our light on, and we are pretty much ready to go. Let's get this heading off here. Heading is 319. Let's go out now and take a look. Now you can see landing lights are on, and guys, it's always full of problems somewhere, somehow. Again, this aircraft uses a flight yoke, as you'll see on the inside. That's why we were able to transfer over from X-Plane and use the flight yoke as well. So let's go ahead and depart out of here and get this thing on and popping. Parking brakes released, and let's roll. Alright, now she taxis a little funny. Let's go ahead and get our situation down here. Okay, we'll have to check final, make sure there's no aircraft coming in. Alright. Slow our roll here. We're breaking all types of speed limits. This thing is cool, guys. If there was sun, you could actually dim this by tapping it and see how we can dim it. Slow our roll here a little bit. We got going a little fast, man. Brighten that thing back up, and we'll continue. Looking for any air traffic out there that may be coming in. And of course, watching for any wake turbulence that's going on. Okay, I do have some aircraft up there, and we're going to take off this runway here. We're going to hold short just to double check and see what these aircraft are doing here. Okay, we are holding short of runway 03 left, and let's come to the first officer side here. Okay, these guys look like they're not going to be a factor. There's several of them though in the air. Okay, so our final approach looks clear. We have been given full takeoff clearance. Let's double check everything before we go. V rotate is at 114 knots, flaps 50. Flaps 50 is set. RW's on. RWR's on. We're going to be going to heading at 320, and we've got 318 in here, so let's make it 320. And there's 320, and I do have those aircraft visual. Let's go ahead now and get our landing lights on. And we'll come back out again, take a look at what we look like. We are looking good, man. Official. Let me check you guys out, man, and make sure we are still copacetic here. Which we are. Okay, guys, let's depart out of the field. Let me get my seat ready. And let's roll. Now, with this aircraft, if you are going to fly this aircraft, you are going to have to learn a few things about how the throttles work. So right now, we're in the beta mode. You do have to go back the throttles to the idle mode, and then you're going to do throttles to max takeoff power once we spool up. Okay, we just have to watch those other aircraft on departure. Out of all the military aircraft, I would say this autopilot for me is more like the commercial, but it's still a little different, and I'll get into that once we get up. Okay, now if you look at the throttles, we're going to go to beta, or out of beta. See, they just stepped up a little bit. And we're going to hold the toe brakes. Rudders are, you see the way I'm sitting. Okay, let's go ahead and hold the toe brakes. We're going to power up to max power. And we're going to hit the takeoff button. You're going to see the throttles come up one more stage. Baya, takeoff power is set. And you're going to get a little torque on this thing, so you're going to have to hold right rudder pedal because of the torque of the blades. Airspeed is alive, 60 knots, 80 knots. Remember, we're looking for 114 on the V rotate, 100 knots, and rotate. Okay, gears coming up. Oops. Gear is up. And one stage flaps up. Just look out for that air traffic. I don't have them in sight. Speed is increasing. We're going to turn left to our heading of basically 318 now. Next stage flaps up. Get a nice little view of North Las Vegas as we climb out here in this C130 here. Okay, we're looking for a heading of 318. Overturn it a little bit. Still looking for any other traffic. Once we get to 10,000, we'll turn the landing lights off. We'll still adhere to the U.S. operations on FAA operations as far as our lights and our flying. This route has been cleared into the NTTR training area. We're going to come left now for course, and we're going to hold it. Let's use our pitch here. Continue to climb on course here. Alright, enough of that madness. Let's keep pitching up, picking up speed here. And we are at 7,700. Once I get it on autopilot, I will explain what we got to do to get this thing on autopilot. Right now, because of these mountains, you can see the radial altimeter is on now, and we're at 3,600 above ground level here. Speed is 268 indicated, so we're doing good, guys. Ground speed is 303. Sometimes when you hit this, if it's bright outside, it makes it easier to see certain things, so I'll have that on for you guys until I start seeing aircraft, then I'll have to turn it off. Okay, we are at 10,000 feet. Sorry about that. Yeah, the click spot for that, man, is kind of right in the way of where I need it to be. Otherwise, you'll hit the landing gear. our pitch down a little bit. We were losing a little bit of speed there. 14,000. And everything is good. Everything is copacetic. So our first one, we're dropping off 2 crates, and then we'll be landing on a dry lake bed. I kept it in max continuous takeoff power just for the best climb, but now I have it in climb power, so I extinguished the max takeoff power and definitely in climb mode right now, which we're good. Gears up, flaps are up, landing lights are all off, and we are on course to Tonopah. $16,000. Bring the nose down a little bit here. Pick up a little speed. Less than 1,000 to go. $600 to go. Okay, we're going to start bringing it down, get right to 18,000 feet. We're a little bit above 18, so we'll pitch down slightly. Bring that down. And we're going to be picking up speed. Now, as far as the autopilot is concerned, you got to come down here, hit this switch, and we can go heading mode, altitude hold, and we'll go with our indicated airspeed where it's at now. See if we can get 250, and we're going auto throttles here. There we go, guys. Now we're fully in autopilot.
Trailing heavy hauler flight. This is Transport King. We have established ourselves at Angels 18. Speed is indicated at 230. We will stay here until we arrive at Tonopah. As you descend down to Angels 10 or 11 for your drop, we will do a right pattern to observe the free fall of your paratroopers and ensure safety. Once they have been cleared that they will arrive safely, we will then proceed on to the dry lake bed and once again establish a pattern as you touch down and confirm further instructions with command. If you have any in-flight emergencies, please advise your flight prior to contacting us for further instructions. We will maintain command and control. This is Transport King, over and out.
Alright, y'all heard it from the Transport King. That's what's cracking. Okay, guys, so I believe I have a visual. Let's get rid of this here for a second. Let's bring that up. And there are all the aircraft right here. So I do have them visual. You guys might not be able to see them okay, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Get the first officer's HUD down as well. We're on a heading of 317, which is exactly what we need to be. And you can see here 317 is where we need to be. We got 85 miles to go, so we're going to pick up speed. Perhaps once we get a little closer to these guys, maybe we'll fly formation with them for a second. In the meantime, yeah, life is good. You get the view out here of the beautiful Nevada training area. Now remember when I was telling you guys about those steps? The steps, see there's that little display down here that you see that we were looking at. So this is the steps right here to the entryway. Here's that little locks control for the locks which release the cargo on an airdrop. So there's what that's at. So literally, if we're looking here, here's the machine that you're looking at that angle coming from out of here. Here's the steps, so you would walk on and walk straight up in the C130. Got a couple extra seats, and these guys are gangster with all that cargo. They're just standing up there, ready to go, man. You can also come here to the back of the aircraft, and everything is good to go. Here's the rear cargo door, and we're looking good, guys. We are looking good for the cruise. Once we get a little closer, I'll take over manual control, and then you guys will be able to see what's cracking. We'll try to fly formation with some of these guys, and then we are the only aircraft here that will be doing our drop. They'll be doing formation flying while we drop our crates out. Okay, lights are off, but we had to get the extension of the lights that come out off, so that's why those lights are off now. And the only alert message that we have here is the auxiliary hydraulic pump is on, and that is this. We're going to leave it on, but typically on some flight control checklists, you turn this off until you're ready to open that back cargo door up, and that will prevent it from having any malfunction, I suppose, of just opening up. So guys, not bad. Not bad for a day's work. Now let's talk about these screens over here and what else can be done here. Since we're in flight, if you guys want to know. There's a digital map that you can also put, like we'll put it on here. So you'll take this digital map, choose the position. We're going to choose 3. There's the digital map that goes right there. I don't really need it, but nonetheless, there you go. We'll get back now onto the system status, and we'll put that on the 3rd screen there. Engines are pretty copacetic, so this gives us our fuel quantity. We've got 64% fuel. We took off 70% loaded. We've got 27,913 pounds, and here's the breakdown of each of the tanks. We don't have any external tanks on, that's why these are 0. Here's our brake hydraulic pressure, rudder systems, and so on and so forth. And our battery information as far as what our generators are pumping out to the aircraft. And there we go. Now, as you can see, we are gaining on these guys, but look, I have 250 put in, and literally top speed at this weight is 200 and basically between 242, 243 indicated. We're getting a ground speed of about 323 knots. Heading is 317, and we need to be now on a heading of 316. Okay, making concessions for 316. Only 50 miles to our drop, guys. We're doing good. While it's on autopilot, I'll get those controls off, so you guys don't need to worry about that. And there we go, guys. Get a drink of water before we got to get to work here shortly. Excuse me. We're not doing bad, guys, for a day's work here. How's everybody doing out there, man? Thanks for riding on board today, guys, and sticking with me through all my simulator problems. We had some glitches in here, which aren't nearly as bad as what they are in X-Plane, which that was very surprising on me. Every now and then, my external hard drive does whatever it wants to do, which is very rare, and it usually has to do with something on there that it doesn't like, and it could be something conflicting in X-Plane with one of the CSLs is what my best guess is. Again, guys, this is you know, a free let me do something here. I forgot I still had that flight overlay on for you guys. We don't need that, man. Okay, there we go. We got that flight overlay off. And now we can jump back on board. Once we get a little closer to these aircraft, I'll take it off on autopilot. I'm curious to see how well we see them with this on. Hey, you can still kind of see them. You can see that one's on as well. See if I can see him better without it on. Yeah, I can probably see him better. We'll leave first officer side on. Let's see how he sees them. You can still see him there now that we're situationally aware. You can also see our navigation information here. We've got to the drop, we've got 41.3 miles on a bearing of 315. And here's the latitude and longitude, which we can also alter that well. You guys are also curious about this FMC. It is pretty comprehensive. You can also come here to the radios, and this is how you would tune in your radios here in that channel. But we don't need that, so we'll go back to nav control and stick with what we got here. And of course, cockpit is, you know, there's the stairs. Cockpit is pretty robust. Some room in here. We come to the other side. There's even another workstation back here. This is where we can put anybody here on timeout that is not behaving, man. So right now there should be 230 indicated. We're at 242, 243, actually 242, and we are catching them. And looks like they're all, and these are the guys that took off. So let's come off of autopilot. Let's get these controls back on for you. We're gonna come off on autopilot. Time now.
Throttle.
Okay, we're on our own throttle control. We'll see if we can get in formation with any of these cats. But here in about 10 miles, we are going to have to start descending. Hey guys, we've got about 26 miles to the drop. We're on a heading of 312. We need 315. Start pulling some of this power back. Let's see if we can come to the left side of this guy. Okay, we're 21 miles out. I don't believe we're going to even be able to fly formation. We have to start our descent. I do have Tonopah visual. Let's get it in, y'all. Okay, speed is coming back. And we almost caught him so we can fly formation. We'll see heading elsewhere if we can get into formation with it. But there goes one of those C130s that left in that flight group off of Nellis. Okay, let's rock the speed back and pitch down now. Okay, we're supposed to be getting within 15 to 10 nautical miles. We should be getting green smoke down there. I don't see any smoke there yet. But we'll check it out, and we're going to get ready, guys. Okay, we're at 15,000. We're going to do maybe like 10.5. We're not required to turn our landing lights on then. So it will be a dark drop. 14,000. Okay, green smoke is initiated. I see it. There's the green smoke. Drop is confirmed. Let's get onto a heading there. We're at 13,000. Pull that speed all the way back. Heading is going to be, final heading for the drop now. It's going to be about 311. Let's get this set up so that when we decide to go on autopilot, we're going to be good to go. Okay, 13,000, getting a little closer here. Speed is coming back. We're going to bring our drop speed to about 160 here. There's that 311 heading, 12,000. Okay, we're at 185. And perhaps we can do our drop at 12,000. We're supposed to be between 11 and 10 technically. Okay, I believe we'll drop them here. Let's get our autopilot going again. Autopilot on. Well, it's not on yet. It's activated pretty much. And let's go for heading on. We'll do altitude. And there's our speed. Let's come to right to about a heading of... Okay, there's the green smoke. Alright guys, let's go to the back and prepare the aircraft. Okay, hydraulics are on. Let's get the doors open. Okay, this is the paratroop jump door. We won't get that on right now because no paratroopers are jumping out. That's for the next drop. So let's turn around here and open the cargo door. Alright, cargo door is open. Back up front. Okay, we're almost over the green smoke. And so you guys can see it come out. We'll drop one on the outside, and the next one will drop on the inside, just so you guys can see what it looks like. Keep our speed about 150 there. Now if you look, we're almost right over the target zone. There's the green smoke. Alright, let's go ahead and make our first drop. Okay, cargo load. Releasing locks for aft cargo drop. There it is. There's one out. Now let's come into the bird and go to the back and look what the second one looks like. Okay, here we go guys. You ready? Mid locks for cargo drop. Confirm. And it's out and gone. Alright, that cargo drop is done. We're going to make our turn. Let's go autopilot off.
Throttle.
We are now going to turn to a heading of 182. Start our climb back here. We still got to keep an eye out for the other aircraft, so let's keep our turn going here. Keeping the turn slow. Picking up some power now. Alright, passing through 040. Just keeping a level turn here. You can actually still even see the, let's go to the first officer side. You can still see the look at that. Pretty good. Close. At least the first one or the second one. Alright, that's what's up. Let's keep our turn going for our 180 heading, and we're on to the next station here. It will not take as long as the first one. Let's keep an eye out for that traffic that is supposed to be out here. Okay, we still have one of them in the air. Looks like it hasn't quite touched down yet. Alright, they're no longer in the air, guys. Don't forget, we still got to close our cargo door because we will be landing here. Okay, passing through our heading of 137, looking for 184 on the heading. looking for 185. Alright, we are on our 185 heading. Let's go full throttle here. Okay, we got 185 for 80. Let's see if we got any aircraft. Okay, I do spot some other aircraft. Remember, you always got to stay visual here. I'll show you where they're at. There's the other aircraft right there. Okay, 185 for 77. And I've just identified some other aircraft in front of us, so let's catch up to those guys. We'll do it on a modest climb here. Alright, y'all, we're going to have the dry lake bed coming up here, so we're going to be landing this bad boy. Let's check our fuel. Fuel is currently at 59%, so that's good. We've only burnt about 11% of fuel. Okay, I got visual of those aircraft right over there. See if we can get a little closer to them and got a little bit more of a distance that we're going. We got about 68 miles. Let's see if we can catch up to these guys. Look out for the other crew of aircraft that are out there. To our west, not quite sure if we'll be able to catch them. We'll try though. Pushing her as fast as she can go, man. Let's pitch that nose down a little bit. Got some good catch-up speed here. $62 miles to go. Alright, let's get this door closed. Okay, getting ready to pass to 17,000 feet here. Passing through 17,000 now. Less than 1,000 to go on the climb, and let's pick up speed here. 55 miles to go. Okay, our ground speed is 318, like our flight in X-Plane, man. They crashed on us. Okay, 17.5. Keeping that nose down. So we'll be landing here shortly on a dry lake bed. Now, when I was in the military in real life, I used to see these C-130s land on dry lake beds all the time at National Training Center, which is Fort Irwin. $17.7. Okay, once we get about 20, we'll start off just thinking about our ascent. We're still about 45 to go, so hopefully it looks like we may catch these guys here. We're at 17.9, so we're pretty close to co-altitude with them. About 16 knots faster. I think we'll be able to get next to this guy here. Start pulling that speed back. Okay, they're definitely flying much slower than I thought they were. So we don't miss, so we don't hit wings there. Got a little close to them. Yeah, those guys are flying pretty slow. But we're kind of in formation with them there. Okay, let's slow it up so we can get in a better pattern with him. Let's see, we're actually right on the heading that we need to be on too. So there's another guy over there. They're flying pretty doggone slow. I thought they were flying like 230. These guys are, well, I mean, good thing they're not. We wouldn't have caught them, but we blew right past him. Hey guys, we're almost to the dry lake bed, man. left a little bit. Okay, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to drop out of co-altitude with them, so we can deconflict if need be. Pull speed back. Try to let them get a little bit ahead of me. We'll go to about 17. Okay, see, now we're much lower. Keep this slow speed here. And if you guys learn how to work the HUD and all the symbology on this, you can really maintain your aircraft speed pretty good. Okay, we're about 26 out, 17. Okay, there's the other guy. It's a good thing we did deconflict, because there he goes. So we're kind of flying abreast with them right now. It's kind of what their formation is. All right. Okay, guys, we are 20 out. Let's start a nice soft descent. I do have a visual on the dry lake bed. It is at your 12 o'clock, passing over to your 11 o'clock. Alright, so those guys are going to stay up high, and we will continue our descent now. We'll allow ourselves to pick up some speed. Okay, I like our profile, guys. We're going to get our landing lights on here shortly. Go ahead and do some pitch here. And guys, you know, landing on these dry lake beds is almost as going to be as smooth as landing on a runway. The dry lake beds are actually below sea level. Okay, let's go ahead and get our lights on. Okay, all lights are on for landing. We are at 10,000. And let's see if we can continue to be deconflicted, but we are well below those other aircraft. We actually kind of sped past them. Heading 182. Heading 181 is requested. But I do have a visual, so we are good to go. We're at 9,000 feet. And Cactus FARP, Hercules 11 requesting full stop landing with the left pattern for rearming, refuel, and further orders. Hopefully they heard us, man. Okay, we are under 250 indicated, under 10,000. You guys know that's the rules. Okay, we're going to come into this valley pretty low here. And that's the thing about the Hercules, man. It's versatile, but it's not as, you know, exciting as like flying a fighter jet or something like that, which most people, which you guys see that I enjoy as well. But some of the missions that we're going to be running in the future, especially with the fellas, are going to require supply from a Hercules or a helicopter, as well as, you know, ground equipment. So we need to come out a little bit here to the right. Start descending a little bit more down, because we're all visual now, folks.
Incoming heavy hauler flight. This is FARP Cactus. You are cleared to land in a left pattern for the FARP touchdown zone. Please be advised that there are aircraft operating Chinook ×3, as well as other various aircraft that may still be in the pattern at higher altitudes. Additionally, please also be aware there will be an inbound convoy headed for the FARP to rendezvous there during the mission. Conditions at the FARP: winds are calm. You can choose the primary landing zone for your arrival, and upon immediate touchdown and parking, you are ordered to shut all engines down and to meet with Cactus FARP Command. Have a safe arrival, and we'll see you on the ground. Cactus FARP, over and out.
Hey, what we have now, guys, is you can tell that we're below sea level. Look, the barometric altitude is 3,400, while the radial is 3,600. The radial is the above ground, so that's telling you that this is in fact the dry lake bed. Sawyer's Aviation, man, what's going on with you, my G? This is in fact the dry lake bed. Now there's a few things we got to do. We got to come over here to the told. We got to redo the aircraft weight, and then we got to come back over here to index, and full flap speed, threshold speed 113 with the V approach of 123. Okay, guys, so there's our landing information. Okay, speed check, first stage of flaps. Landing gear is coming down. Okay, landing gear is on the way down. Landing gear is down, as you can see. Alright, V approach is 123. Okay, full flaps, which the flap selector is back there, have been selected and are now indicating. Here is the flap situation there. Okay, I do have a visual on the FARP. Power back. Now, on this symbology here, there's certain things when you learn this aircraft that will make you keep your constant speed if you need to. So, just got to kind of learn this aircraft. Okay, we're 2100 above. Let's go ahead and get lower now. Pull that throttle back here. Come out to the right a little bit. We want to make a nice left pattern, straight in. Okay, we are now 1,600 feet, 1,500 feet. Sawyer says he loves the C130. That's what's up. All right, foot on the rudder pedal. 1,300 feet. All right, this is where it gets hairy. Okay, landing gears down, 3 green. Flaps are to full. 1,100 feet. Money's in the house. Okay, we're 920 above. Okay, we're going to make our descending left turn here, y'all. $720 feet. Right at our approach speed. 670 above. 630 above. Runway threshold speed 106 is our full touchdown speed here. 570 above. $470 above.
Bank angle. Bank angle. Bank.
Okay, approach speed's looking good. 175 above. Let's hold it. Nice and smooth here. Approach speed's looking good. Let's start walking it back a little bit. 100 above. 95 above. Speed is getting walked back. Let's go into our flare. Speed is coming back. 60 above. 50 above. 40 above. 20. Alright. Let's go get into that flare. Power's coming back. Power's riding back.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Alright, power's back.
Stall. Stall.
And we're down. Alright. Nice touchdown there.
Flaps.
Okay, flaps are coming up.
Flaps.
Butter, baby. And we're going to come back now. Shut her down. APU's coming on. Alright guys, welcome to a military dry lake here. Okay, I can hear that APU spooling up. Alright, there's no other incoming aircraft, so we are literally just going to come here and shut her down for a minute. Alright, y'all. We'll stop her here. Remember that parking brake, y'all. Gotta hold it. Come up. Let go. Parking brake is set. Landing lights, taxi lights off, flaps are up, and APU is up and running. Pressure's looking good. Let's get the bleeds on. As well as the APU power. And let's shut them down. We'll wait for the blades to stop. And guys, welcome to the dry lake bed. Engines are shutting down. Perfect. Okay, guys, let's get this up for now. Looks like I hear some helicopter activity out there. Okay, that is up. Let's jump down here and get this door open here. Crew cab door is open. Let's get from behind these troops and come back here, open this door here. As well as coming here, and we'll see what this looks like when we do it from the outside here, guys. Okay, that ramp is coming down. Alright, y'all. And we are here. Talking to command. I hear some helicopters. I want to see where they're at. Okay, there's some helicopters there inbound. Curious to see. We've got some type of ground crew rearm and refuel. Let's see, can we refuel back to 71% fuel? Sometimes these FARPs work, sometimes they don't. Okay, look, it worked this time, money. Look, it worked. So we're going to be refueling back up and getting some more cargo on, and we'll do a full drop at the next place. So we're rearming and refueling here. And guys, man, we sitting pretty, y'all. Let's get some little bit of musica on right now before we get ready to go on our next leg. All right, how's everybody doing right now, man? We made it to our first dry lake bed landing, y'all. All right. There goes the helicopters. And if you come on, you can hear it's still getting refueled up. Okay, we're at 60%, and you can see the fuel. They're filling it up right now. Like, you should see it hit 61 here any minute. There, 61. Takes a minute. There's those helicopters. So she's getting filled up. It takes a minute. These are the C130 still doing their pattern. There's the dry lake down there. So they're doing the pattern above us. So you can see that lake back there. Okay, looks like we got an F-16 inbound. Those are the F-16s we left with. Looks like they're back into the field for landing. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, these are the helicopters going right over us. So if we come here and come back out. Okay, there go the troops. There goes our rearm and refuel right there. got off for a break. They're going to be reloaded up here in a second. That's crazy, man. Okay, there go the troops and the cargo. Nice. So we have the troops, the cargo on there, man. See what else we got going on here. We also have some Humvees. Looks like they're inbound. Let's check one of them out right now. Let's do the lead guy here. Alright guys, I will definitely be right back, so I'm going to put you guys in the be right back screen, and not be right back screen, but be right back generally. And I'll be right back, literally. Just taking a quick break on y'all. Alright. Back at it again. For sure. Check and see how you guys are doing before we get back in it. You can see the Humvees have definitely made it over here. Sorry. Alright, Dre, I've got to head out to bed. Here in Missouri is 1:30 a.m. Hey, no doubt, man. Get your sleep on, man. Alright, you guys, we are back in here. You can see the Humvee convoy is right there. Let us definitely get the musica off, even if you guys were able to hear it. I know it's kind of loud out there. Alright. There is the Humvee convoy, y'all. We saw the helicopters, man. We had a quick break, and it's time to get back at it again. The Humvee convoy is rolling, boys, so we got to watch for them on our departure. Otherwise, let's get ready to rock it. Let's close the main door. We'll close the side door there, and of course get the ramp closed. Okay, ramp is closed. Back on board we go. Parking brake is set. Let's verify and confirm fuel. Fuel is back to 70%. Now we need to come back in here, go to the toll. Aircraft weight, reload it. 4,135 feet. Takeoff distance. We'll be able to just basically spool up here and just get on it from right here. APU is on, gear is down. Now we're gonna have to retrim, so once we get the bird on, we'll retrim. Let's go ahead and start engine number 4. Alright, engine number 4 is starting. While we're doing that, we've got the takeoff weight, which has been extracted. And you can always verify it by your fuel percentage if it extracted 70% and 70%. As we're starting the engines, of course, we do want some type of situational awareness. And, of course, we're going to be right on that third page there. Okay, we are starting the number 3 engine at this time. Alright, number 3 engine is coming up. Go to the index. Takeoff data, flaps 50, 114, V rotate, 165 climb out, preceded by a 104 V1. Okay, starting the third engine, which is actually number 2. Alright, third engine's up. Last engine's coming up. And let's see here. We've got a heading of 103 for 93. Let's verify that in the first officer side. If that's our drop number 2. See, waypoint number 3. And that is our drop. We got 93 miles to go, so that'll go fairly quick. We're just going to get up and get at them. And we're waiting for that green light to extinguish itself. Okay, green light is extinguished. APU bleed off. APU power off. APU itself is coming off. Let's get our flaps down. Looking for flaps 50, and here is the elevator trim. We got to bring it down right to the even for takeoff trim. Takeoff trim is there. Flaps are set to 50. All doors are closed. Parking brake is set. Hydraulic pump is on. Guys, we're ready to go. APU is off, and we have our course heading of 103. Say it's about there. Let's get our HUDs down. And let's go into the beta range here really quick. Just until we taxi out. Okay, all engines, as you can see, are low ground idle. And we're ready to go. Let's get a visual on those helicopters. Sound like they're behind us. So we should be good to go. We're going to be out to the left, guys. So we're going to take out to the left and get it going. Parking brake released. Taxi light on. Okay, all landing lights are on. We got a nice slow move here. Looking pretty copacetic. Let's pull a little bit away from the actual FARP area so we don't blow them out. Flight controls are back on. Okay, let's go first officer side and see if we can get a visual of them. Back to our side. Okay, throttles to idle. Max takeoff power. Set. Airspeed's alive. V rotate 114, 109, 110, and V rotate. Gears coming up. Left turn. Gears up, confirm. Climb power. And flaps first stage coming up. And flaps up clean. Get us a little altitude so we can get up over this mountain range here. Okay, we're climbing about 2,000 feet per minute, 193 indicated, and we need a heading, it looks like a 101. And we're saying bye to the FARP. There goes the FARP, man. It did all I can do, man. takeoff checklist. Landing lights are still on below 10,000. Gear is up. Taxi light can come off. Landing lights will remain on. We are climbing out clean on our course heading for our next drop, which is going to happen fairly quick. We'll probably get some more radar altimeter. It just disappeared once we get here, guys. I'm actually going to leave this up as a training for my squadron. See, there goes the radar altimeter. We're now 3,300, but we're climbing out, so we're good to go on our heading. Okay, we'll go ahead and get the flight controls off now. I think you guys need to see me steer this thing the whole way. Just kind of enjoy some of the scenery, man. Okay, guys, if you look there, we are 8,800 and continuing our climb here on a course of 010. We've got about 79 miles to go, guys. $800, 200 to go until we get those landing lights off. We're holding 253 indicated with our pitch 2.5 nose up. We have crossed 10,000. Get this from the first officer side. I think that would be easier bet here. That's the easy life. I like that. All right, let's go back and check, make sure everybody back here is good. They are. We're getting some pretty good speeds headed this way. It must have been some winds aloft on the last cruise into Tonopah. Not doing bad, 68. Before you know it, we'll be there. Go up to about 18 and feel comfortable about what we're doing. Man, I got this thing trimmed out pretty nice. Really no concerns here. I don't even think we'll need to put on the autopilot, to be honest with you. Maybe for the drop we will, just to be on the safe side. Looking at only 55 miles to go, so we're almost there. Okay, we're at 17. We're only going to be at this cruising altitude for a hot second here. Start bringing that nose down a little bit more. Headed back to Vegas with one more drop off. We're going to let the whole gamut go this time. Okay, we're at about 17.5. I like it. 43 miles to go. Hey, we can actually see Vegas off there in the distance now. There's the stratosphere. Okay, what we got here, 37.1 miles, so let's start pitching down already. Again, we'll do about 10,000 on our drop. We'll be with our landing lights on. That's a good altitude. Whatever our drop is, we'll have our landing lights in because we do have a visual of McCarran International Airport as well. So as soon as we make this drop, the arrival back to Nellis is going to happen pretty quick. And again, we should be getting some information here as far as we should get another indicator of the drop zone just to make it easy for us, so we'll see if that works out. Thousand feet, 26 away. So we're going to make the drop kind of straight off the nose here in the next 24 miles. We're at 13,000 feet. Right on course. Hey guys, let's get our landing lights on. Guys, we're almost done for the day. $14 out. Start walking that speed back. 13 out for our drop. Alright, as we're decreasing speed back here, let's go ahead and open. Get the paratrooper doors opened up. Okay, right on course heading. We are 10 out, and we're still gonna make the drop right where we. Okay, I got the green smoke. There's the green smoke right down there. Okay, so let's come left about 2 degrees. Put our marker right over it. Okay, we've got 0908 and 0908. That is the heading that we need to be on. And guys, we're about to make our drop and then 100% get it in. So now that we have a visual, one thing that we can do here is already cycle to our next waypoint here. To waypoint 4, which will be our initial approach. Gonna bring the speed back to about 162. There we go. The speed is bleeding. Okay, now that we have our drop zone, come 1 degree right. Now that we have our drop zone here, we need to come to the back and open up our paratrooper's deflector. You're going to see this piece come out, so when they jump out, the wind is deflected. So there you go. That's currently open. Okay, we're almost going to be over the drop zone here. Our green smoke marker is... Oh, I see it right there. Okay, there's the green smoke marker right here through the bottom window. And guys, we're almost done with this stream. A few more minutes. Get these guys dropped off and 100%. Okay, we're ready to go here. As you can see, we got our landing lights on. We're nice and slow. There's the drop zone. There's the drop. Just trying to have you guys see that drop zone. Right, here we go. They're leaving out quick. Nobody else on board. Doors are closing. Deflector's closing. And doors are closing. Back up to the front.
Throttle. Throttle.
All right, let's make our left here. Left heading 310. Let's keep this altitude. Okay, you can see the paratroopers jumping right there. They're still in the air. It's pretty dope. Alright, we're on our way to land now, folks. There goes the paratroopers in the air. Looks pretty dope. And about to land, babe. Alright. Paratroopers are still dubbing. Alright. Heading is now 305. And we're just going to manually fly this all the way, and we're so close to the airport. And there go the troops, still dropping down. Looks like we overshot the LZ slightly, but that's okay. That's the heading we need to be on here. 304 looking good. Once we turn the final approach, we will... Okay, drop is done. Let's just hold this, what we got here, and manually fly it the rest of the way in. Give you guys some control so you can see how I manage this aircraft thing. And also fly it from over here too, pretty simple. We're above 10,000, so we're cracking 273, but we'll come down on that speed a little bit.
Heavy colored flight, this is Nellis Flight Control. On your vectors to your final approach, please be advised of operating aircraft departing Macquarie to the west.
Okay, we got something on TCAS, so we got an F-16 out here somewhere.
To encounter any wake turbulence or aircraft that have already departed the field. You are cleared for the final approach
And he must be somewhere over here.
Arrival.
Oh, I got him here. There's F-16s right there.
With full clearance after clearing the runway.
So this is the final we were on from McCarran right here.
And report a cold aircraft. This is Nellis Flight Control. Over and out.
Okay, heading 304 for 7. Six or 5. Okay, there's that. And speed is bleeding nicely. Let's do our weight so we can get this bad boy on the ground. refuel 61%. That matches up. We're going to land flap 75. 108 is our final touchdown speed there. Okay guys, we're going to get it in. I do have the runways in sight. Again, 128 approach speed, 119, 108 touchdown. Flying right over the strip. That looks gorgeous there. Look at that. There's the Luxor, Excalibur, MGM. The strip there. You know, we've done this mission in helicopters as well, so keep an eye out for those F-16s. Bring that power back. And gears coming down. 4,500 over. Eight out. Speed check. 2 stages of flaps.
Incoming flight group. This is flight control. You are clear to land. Winds are 1, 2, 0 at 6.
See, 119, so we got a 128 approach speed here. That's a shot for you right there, boy. Come right a little bit for course correction. Still looking for those F-16s. I don't see them. See what we got on TCAS. Okay, they're right out in front of us wherever they are, so they're not an issue. See, final touchdown speed should be about 108, so we're doing good here. Okay, speed is bleeding. Short final. We're looking for about a 108 touchdown on the speed. We're at 114 and bleeding. 112. 110. 108. Little drift. Bit of a rough one there. Flaps are coming up. Okay, APU will be coming up here. And guys, we made it back, man. Okay, flaps are up and clean. Exit the runway here. So is this the C130, the PMG style study level one that's coming to DCS later? Yes. It's not the PMDG though. This is Anibus. It was a developer that did this basically for free. But I think they are having a mod that's going to come out, Andy, for DCS that's more comprehensive than even this for the C130. And I would just say, at least I hope. So welcome back, guys, and we got another one in. It'll be worth it. I'll get it, Andy, for sure. For sure, for sure. All right, man, time to taxi in. Get those flight controls off for you guys here. I don't need those anymore. I really enjoy flying this one, man. It's just put together well enough where, you know, it's enjoyable. Middle engine's off. They're shutting down. Okay guys, parker brake is set. APU's on, and rest of the engines are coming off. Get those landing lights off. All right, doors are all opening up. Okay guys, let's go for full shutdown. Gears down. Airplane is looking good now. Let's get those leads off. APU generator off. APU off. Battery off. And we did it, guys. Appreciate you guys 100 for riding with your boy with all the flight sim issues, and hope to see you guys on the next one, man. Big up, God bless. Andy says, as long as it's different variants, the missions would be fun finding single player dynamic campaign coming out also. Would be cool for fuel tanker sort is cool. Yeah, that'd be dope. Alright y'all, man, it's been a long one. Stream is right at 3 hours and 56 minutes. God bless you guys. Have a great Friday night, Saturday morning. I'm your boy Dre. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. God bless.